What's up, guys? It's Wally, and today we're going to be doing some battles with the Choice Specs Clawitzer. Now, this team came to me as a rental on Friday during our viewer battles from our buddy Swifter. So first of all, Swifter, thank you very much for letting me use the team. But I know they said that this was actually one of their first attempts at building a doubles team, and I had never used Clawitzer, so I definitely wanted to feature it on here because I know that Clawitzer doesn't seem like it would be a reliable Pokemon on Regulation G or even H, which is going to be coming up soon. But at the same time, it could do some really good damage, especially when you couple the Choice Specs with Mega Launcher and a lot of the moves that Clawitzer can get. Because Mega Launcher ends up boosting the power of all Pulse and Aura moves by 50%. Which means that Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Water Pulse, and even Aura Sphere get that 50% boost. And when you add that to the 50% boost from the Choice Specs, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. And Water Pulse, I know, is only like a 60 power. You do have that chance to end up confusing the opponent, which is really great too. But as a stab with all those other multipliers too, you can do some really good damage. And if you go out there against a rain team as well, and you hit someone that it's going to be like neutral on, it's going to do even more damage. All those multipliers really stack up, and that makes Clawitzer pretty dangerous when it's out there, especially when we're in Trick Room. Now, other than that, though, this thing does have a Dragon Terror, which is great to be able to obviously protect from grass as well as electric. And also, that Dragon Pulse is going to become a stab move as well. And again, when you add that to the Choice Specs and the Mega Launcher with the stab bonus, yeah, Dragon Pulse is going to do a lot, especially if you end up facing a Dragon-type Pokemon, which are, yes, right now, pretty damn common. So I think that's actually going to be a really good thing, and I'm really hoping that we're going to get a chance to use that. But I think this team is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to use it, so we'll get into some battles. But before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. Ooh, now here's a team that's after my own heart. Not going to lie. I love Eternatus, man. I really, really do. But here's what we're going to end up doing. Realistically, I mean, obviously we have to set up Trick Room. That's a given. Question is, though, who else do we start with them? Part of me actually kind of wants to go with Clawitzer to kind of start. So I think we'll do that. Let's do that. Let's end up bringing, obviously, Dialga. And let's bring Conkeldurr, only because, again, I think the fighting is going to be really good, especially against Archaludon if they end up bringing it. And as much as I would love to bring Reuniclus, especially against Eternatus, there are a couple other mons that are going to be able to stop it. So, and that it wouldn't be good against. Like, for instance, I mean, I think we have a Fairy move on it, but still, no Psychic move is going to go into something like Grimmsnarl, pardon me, or if for some reason Eternatus terrestrializes into Dark. I know that's not a common one, it's just one that I have, but still, it's a possibility too. Fair enough. Alright, that's fair. Now, the question is, are we going to be able to get a Trick Room up here? Thankfully, we raise our special. And that's actually good against two special defenders here, too. So, let's go for the Trick Room. Realistically... I'm actually kind of thinking about going Dragon Pulse. I don't think we're going to terrestrialize, but I will go for the Dragon Pulse over there. Okay, well, that's a physical move. That's rough. You bringing out, though? Got you. That's fine, we're not going over there with anything. Ah, and Meteor Beam. I respect it. That's my set. I understand it. Just gotta hope that they miss like we have numerous times in the past. Bang! Let's go now. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Indeedee. Get the Dark Pulse. Or I'm sorry, the Dragon Pulse. We pick up the KO. And that's beautiful. Now we're in a good spot. Trying to remember who else did they have aside from them though? We already saw who they started out with Landorus, but I don't know who that fourth one is. Probably Pelipper? Just to be able to get the rain? Although the downside would, for us at least, would be the fact that they're just bringing them back out. Appreciate that. I'm curious. Let's do that. And let's still do that, and let's do that over there. Again, specs, it's not like it's going to matter too much in terms of giving them a stamina boost, except for the fact that we would just up their defense. But damn, man, that is a lot of damage. I love that. Uh-oh. Ooh, let's go. Let's go, Claw. I appreciate that. Of course, they got lefties. The question is, do they have Protect? Let's go for a follow me on this one. And I'm actually going to go for a Dragon Pulse up there. They do have Protect, good to know. Okay, good. So we're going to get the hit over there. That's going to be big. Question is, how much is it going to do? If we would have Terra'd, that would have KO'd. Indeedee tanks, thank you very much. And now here's what we're going to do. Because we know we outspeed. Let's go for a, obviously, raw Terra Blast. But and I'll explain this in just a second. And let's go Dragon Pulse over here to be able to pick up the KO. Now, the awesome thing about the Terra Blast is that is a special attack. And it is a stab because we're a normal type as well. So, it's actually a pretty decent move here. Question is, do they Terra into Fairy? We just gotta hope that they don't. Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah, I bet you it's a Fairy Terra. Kind of what I was worried about going with the Dragon Pulse. And that's why I was checking for, like, Fairy types or potential Fairy Terras, but yeah. Okay, we'll get a Terra Blast. That's good. See, and what did I tell you? It's actually some damn good damage right there, too. Yeah, I know. And you'll knock us out. Bye, Clawitzer. You did a great job, though. I will say. Definitely a lot more damage than I was expecting of a Clawitzer. Is that the last of Trick Room? No, we still have one more. Honestly, at this point, I think we have to bring out Dialga. Now, they could Protect over there, which is probably going to happen, but it'll still be okay. Go for a follow me. And again, they're probably going to Protect. So let's go Dragon Pulse up there. Now, if they double Protect here, I'm going to be upset because we could have went for a... Because, yeah, we have Trick Room on them too, right? Could have went for a double. But that's okay, though. We're going to be fine here. We knew that was going to happen. Please tell me they stay unprotected. Good. That's good. So let's get that up there. Let's end up picking up the KO. Nice. And then now we'll be able to go for the Yeah, and actually, we can terrestrialize into Bug now, too. Now that I'm thinking about that. That's perfect. The weirdness is gone. Oh, well. But I bet you they end up having... Sandsear. So let's go for... Honestly, let's try for the Follow Me. Let's tear it into Bug. And let's go for that Flash Cannon over there. And let's pick it up. Because the other thing we have to worry about, too, potentially, are, things potentially like Body Press. Obviously, a ground attack as well. So, again, terrestrializing into Bug is actually really good for that. Good. This is going to be Sandsear. Yeah. A little worried about that, but again, that's why we also terrestrialized Dialga. Question is, what are they going to go with, though? Go Electro Shot, okay. Well, it's going to be a neutral hit. Would have been resisted otherwise, but again, to be able to resist the Sandsear Storm, I think was pretty important. So let's tank this. Barely, but we do. We'll pick up the Flash Cannon. Pick up that KO. Oh, and the crit. I don't think we needed the crit, but it's still nice to get, though, regardless. You know what I mean? Now that I'm thinking about that, the thing might have actually been Stalwart. Either way, though, look who we got left. Very good old Conk. And honestly, as much as I would love for that thing to get its Guts boost... what do we have for... Rain for 2, so it's not going to matter. So let's go for the knockoff. And let's go for the Flash Cannon. And let's just call this a game. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we potentially could have been taken out with Dialga, but we definitely would have stayed in with Conkeldurr. So we knew we would have been able to get a hit in, and we would have been able to pick up the KO because they were so close to being knocked out. Good game. Well, it looks like we're facing another team that has Trick Room. Not great. So does that mean that we want to set it up ourselves? I might be questioning that. So, here's what we're going to end up doing, I think. Of course, let's bring out our terrain, because they're not going to have a way to end up removing that. I will end up starting them. The Dark Pulse wouldn't be bad. We're going to bring... Yeah, we're going to bring Dialga as well. And I think this time we're going to end up bringing Reuniclus. Why not? It's not a bad option. They could have Wide Guard, but we still could be fine here. I have faith. So let's see what ends up happening. Let's see what their lead's going to be. Let's see if they end up starting Trick Room. Okay. Hate to say it, but we're probably going to have to go Follow Me to start here. We do need the Trick Room, though. Ugh. Lots of really rough stuff here. So let's go with the Follow Me. And let's try to go Dark Pulse over there. Let's see if we can pick them up with... Oh, probably not pick them up. But let's see if we can get them down to, like, the red or something. Maybe down to, like, a quarter would be pretty nice. That would be pretty ideal. They're not terrestrializing. Wow, good damage. That's fine. I'm guessing that means they're going Trick Room then, huh? Sure are, which means they're probably going to go Spore over here now, which is very unfortunate, but that ends up happening, and we don't want to bring someone else in. Comes that Terra. What are you going to terrestrialize into? To Electric, that wouldn't have helped you, honestly, but that's fair. Not bad. That's unfortunate. Or they pollen puff themselves. We should have still went for it. I understand why they did that then. Yeah. And with the Terra. Wow! Electric Terra Blast! Oh my. Wow. Did not think I was going to see that today. Did not think I was going to see that today. Some good cheesy stuff today, man. You gotta love to see it. You love to see it. So let's go, Reuniclus. We still gotta go for the Follow Me. We gotta hope that we can wake up on this one. And we gotta go for that Expanding Force. It's gonna be our best option. Thank you, Indeedee. Really making a difference today. I love it. I love it. Love to see it. Ooh, you spored the wrong mon now. Let's go. Huge. Are we slower? You bet we are. Can we KO the mushroom? You bet we can. And we almost pick up Ice Rider. That's rough. Reuniclus thankfully hangs in there, though. And we know that we're going to be a bit slower, too. And that's a big positive here as well. But my guess, unfortunately, is that they're going to end up bringing out a Dark-type Mon. Ooh, that's not good because they probably end up having... that's rough. So let's Terrestrialize into Bug here. Let's go for the Flash Cannon over there. And because they potentially could have Wide Guard, I don't know if it gets it. I would assume it does because it's such a big-ass Mon. That we'll go Shadow Ball over there. Let's see if we can pick that up. And this is going to take away from a potential, like, fighting move. If they decide to go that route. There we go. Come on now. Please be a good sequence of events right here. Please go Wide Guard. Huge. Huge. That's awesome. Pick this up with the Shadow Ball. That's perfect. And now we'll get some really good damage over there with a Stab Flash Cannon. So yay. Let's go. Can we get at least half? Not quite, but it's still good damage. Can't be upset at that. Who's this? Oh, it's Ursaluna. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. So, we're actually going to go Dragon Pulse over there. And let's just go Shadow Ball over there. That's perfectly fine. Again, that we were trying to anticipate that. We didn't want to go with something that, again, would be blocked by that. Can't do enough, though. By Reuniclus. Dialga still hangs in there. But it's going to be a tough one. We need to really hang in there with this one. Their Life Orb, if we can do enough damage here. Come on, Stab Dragon Pulse. Not enough. But we are back to normal. And that's actually really big for us. Because that allows Dialga to go first. Which means that Dragon Pulse would go first. And we'd be able to KO them. Pick that up. Now we just have to worry about good old Hariyama over there. If we can survive this one, we end up winning. If not, then oh no. Oh, we tank all day. We tank all day. That Bug Terra, man. You gotta love that. They're down in defense and special defense as well. And now all we have to do... Honestly, I don't know why. Let's just go for the Flash Cannon. And let's pick up that victory. That's what I'm talking about. And a Clawitzer got kind of leveled there by a Terra Blast that I wasn't expecting. But hey, you know what? We did a lot of damage with that first Dark Pulse. And hey, that allowed them to get low enough that that whole sequence of events just ended up happening. And we win. Good game. Hey, another Shadow Rider. You love to see it. I love how the ladder is just completely full of them. That is great. So let's end up going out with Indeedee. Let's go Clawitzer to start as well. I feel like we can catch them potentially, hopefully, off guard with that. Let's, of course, bring our Dialga. Oh, man. And lastly, who do we go with? It's two Darkmons, so it's really tough to end up bringing them. So I think we're going to have to bring Conk. That way, if they end up terrestrializing into Fairy as well, we do have Poison Jab. Other than that, though, that's still going to be strong against Grimmsnarl, Clefairy, and also Rillaboom. Also, it does also have Knockoff, which is going to be good against Shadow Rider, and it does also have Drain Punch, which is going to be great against Incineroar. So again, I feel like they have a little something for everyone. We just need to make sure we get them into the battle here, and we need to make sure that we can really take full advantage of the guts. And I was going to say, question is, what are they leading? And apparently, they're not 100% sure themselves. But we shall find out. I actually wouldn't mind if they went with the lead that they have right now. I think we could actually tolerate that. But that's not what they're going to go with. Maybe Incin and Shadow Rider. I feel like that might be the play here for them. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Yikes. Okay. So... tough. Let's go Trick Room here. And we can try to get a confusion, but honestly, that's not exactly what I'm looking to do. The Dark Pulse would be nice, but unfortunately, or just because if they swap in, but I think we might have to just straight up Dragon Pulse over there. Don't tell me I should have went Dark Pulse. Don't tell me I should have went Dark Pulse. Okay. Either way, tomato, tomato at this point. Didn't think that they would have Fake Out. Good for them. Good damage on the Dragon Pulse. Still go for the Trick Room, though. And I'm going to bring out Conk. Not incredibly worried. We're going to be able to get our burn. We're going to get our Trick Room, presumably. And hopefully then we can start to go to work with Conk. Clawitzer did some really good damage there. Now it's time for us to finish it off. Really, Dialga probably would have been the smarter choice there. But still, we chose Conkeldurr. I'm happy with it. Fine. Oh, yeah, dude, we're golden. Golden. Kind of. Who's this gonna be? Is this gonna be the Shadow? Is this gonna be the Shadow? Come on, let's see Calyrex. There they are. Alrighty. So, let's get our Trick Room up. It's a big help. They're gonna be able to get the Reflect up. That's not good. But we can knock off whatever item they have, and that's gonna be, honestly, extremely important here, too. They could Protect. But let's go Helping Hand. Actually, no. Let's go Follow Me. And let's go Knock Off over there. Let's hope that they're not going to Protect on the first turn. And let's hope they don't Terrestrialize either. That could be really bad. But again, we have Poison Jab to cover if they do Terrestrialize into Fairy. It's just a tough predicament. You know what I mean? I gotta hope that this is just a Ghost Terra. It's my hope. Didn't think so. Still going to be able to knock off their item. If it's Specs, we knock that off, and that's going to be a big help. If it's Sash, we weren't going to KO on the first one anyways. So... there's a Reflect. That's fine. Now we get to see what item they have. What you got, friend? Not a lot of damage. Ooh, it's Covert. That's tough. Indeedee tanks like it's never tanked before. Love that. It's a lot of health back, though. I wonder if we'd be able to pick it up here if we ended up going for... It's a little risky. It's a little risky. But let's go for that. That was a really out of sync follow me clap. That's huge. I'm glad they didn't do that into Conk. That would have been really, really bad. Here's the positive, though. I know it's into a reflect. We could get a crit, but even if we don't, it's possible based on the damage we did with the knockoff, we could pick this up. So close. But we get the poison. That's huge. That's huge. Yes, we get Astral Barrage. That sucks, but it's tolerable. Look at that. Conk just tanks like it's absolutely nothing. Indeedee hanging in there. That's beautiful. How much longer do we have Trick Room? Thank you for being poisoned. God, that makes me so happy. Alright, we got Trick Room for 2, so really, theoretically, we could protect. But honestly, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Terra Blast, and we're also going to Poison Jab. Main reason is because they're going to fake one of us out, or they're going to knock us out with the Grassy Glide, and we're going to be able to pick it up with the other one. The only thing that would ruin this is if they ended up protecting. But with 2 turns of Trick Room left and Fake Out Pressure, you've got to be kidding me. It's okay. At least we would get a Poison Jab over there. At least we get a Poison Jab over there. Good damage. And another Poison. And another one. Another one. Get the Terra Blast. We'll bring that down a little bit more. Beautiful. You turn into Indeedee. That loses Indeedee for us, unfortunately. And now they do have Fake Out Pressure still. Again, not ideal, but... Hey, and the good thing is we get to see who they end up bringing out, too. That's going to be a really big positive here. It's going to be Urshifu. Good to know. Good to know. Conk gets all the way back. Congratulations. But now you're poisoned. Go down. Now you're in the red. That's awesome. We're getting close. And the grass is gone. That can come back at any time, though. I don't know what's going to be stronger. I think we're going to have to go Dialga. And I think we're going to have to go with the Bug Terra here. I think that might be the strongest move. Or the best move, I should say. Shouldn't say strongest. But let's Terra. And let's go for the... Let's go for the Dragon Pulse over there. And let's also go for the Poison Jab, too. We've been getting lucky with the poisons. Maybe we can get lucky here, too. It's possible they have Protect, but I'm hoping that it's a Scarf one. Never thought I'd say that. Yeah, they'll probably Detect. But they do have Fake Out Pressure, so maybe not. Ooh, there's the Fake Out. Gotcha. Can we get another Poison? No, damn. That's okay. And they did go Surging Strikes. That's understandable. It's just not ideal. You know what I mean? That's tough. And now we don't have a way to put Trick Room back up. If we would have gotten the Poison over there, man, we would have been in much better shape. Obviously. And they're back to normal. Let's go Claw. This is a Pokemon I'm really depending on right here. Good old Clawitzer. So, go Dragon Pulse over there. Hate to say it, but I think Aura Sphere is going to be the best option too. Not necessarily ideal. We should have went over to the other spot. That was stupid of us. Yeah, we should... I don't know what I'm thinking. The good thing here is at least they're going to take poison damage. If they end up bringing out Calyrex. That's Rilla. Just so they can get more fake-out pressure. Guys, this is a really boring game. I'm so sorry. Truly. I'm really sorry. We'll survive this. Good tank. Get the Dragon Pulse. Oh, we knock out with the crit, which actually gives us a shot here to actually do some really good damage. Come on, Aura Sphere. Ah, man. Good stuff, though. Hey, we can't be too upset at that, right? So, this might be a lost cause, honestly. Especially with their Grassy Glide potential. I think we're gonna have to protect on this one. I know, we gotta use Aura Sphere. And let's try to knock them out, because we can't protect. They got Fake Out Pressure, they can also go Grassy Glide, which would be smarter. Hold on now, we have a shot. We actually have a shot. That's fine, come on buddy, you can tank this. You've done this before. You have done this before. Let's go. Huge. Unfortunately, that does leave Clawitzer open for, a Grassy Glide on this next turn. But us keeping Dialga in is actually really, really big here. We need to really take out Rilla on the next one, though. Although, honestly, because if they just have high horsepower and, like, Wood Hammer and stuff, it's still going to be strong on the terrain, but we might be able to deal with it. And they're poisoned, which is even better for us. And again, we're going to get faked out, more than likely. But still going to have to go with it. Let's go with that right there. And let's go Aura Sphere over there as well. Here comes a fake out. And we knew it. Here comes a Grassy Glide. We knew it. Alright, but here's the positive thing, though. Here's the positive thing. They're still poisoned. Yes, they have terrain, but they're going to be losing a little more. We can protect on the next one. And Dialga heals up a little bit, too. Okay, they go down on the next one. Plus the light screen wears off, and that's going to be even more helpful for when we get a chance to move. So let's see what ends up happening here. Let's get our Protect in. Let's heal up a little bit more. Let's knock out Grimmsnarl, and let's take on Rillaboom one-on-one. So let's do it. Don't you dare stall now. Don't you dare stall now. I don't think either of you get Recover, so... Oops. Unless for some reason this, like, Rillaboom has, like, Pollen Puff or something on it. You know what I mean? That would be funny, I'm not gonna lie, but... not what we would want to see. The Protect, beautiful. Gonna get the light screen up. That's unfortunate, but they were gonna get that up no matter what. And the U-turn ain't gonna do much to us because we're a bug type too. So realistically, honestly, Wood Hammer would be the strongest move that this guy could end up using, truly, and that would be the right call here. But I'm glad he's using U-turn. That's good for us. So Reflects on that ain't gonna help us at all. One more grassy terrain, which means that we're gonna have the speed after this turn. So we're gonna have 2 turns in succession. They're not gonna have a Grassy Glide, so let's hope for the best here. Or they go first. Nice, Dialga tanks. It's a little extra recoil. And we'll get the Flash Cannon. Good stuff. We'll heal up a little bit. And honestly, because of the grass disappearing, we should be able to survive one more. and that's going to be really nice. Now, honestly, I think we're going to go Dragon Pulse because you just got that extra 5 power, and that might be the difference between KOing and not KOing. So let's hope for the best. Not enough, friend. Come on now. Really? I'm surprised at that. Hold on one second. I think I actually remember saying something about this not being fully EV trained. Because now that I'm thinking about it, at a special attack at that, let me look at this quickly. I know, we don't have much time. We already lost this battle. That's okay. We did really well, though, and we brought it pretty close. But let me see this quickly. Dialga, if we went special attack and went all the way up there. Oh, yeah, there's more invested than that. Oh, yeah, so yeah. That special attack is not fully invested, unfortunately. So, yeah, I get that. So we unfortunately take the U-turn and we end up losing. But again, you know what? We brought it down to a really close battle, and we actually had a chance to win there in the end. It's just unfortunate that we didn't poison them and that they ended up getting another light screen up. But either way, still not a bad game. So just like a lot of the other Pokemon that are like, you know, pretty much 0% usage, is Clawitzer really going to be a reliable mon in Regulation G and potentially going to Regulation H? No, probably not. But honestly, with the Mega Launcher and the Choice Specs, all of those pulse moves just go absolutely nuts. You get that extra boost from them, and that means that the Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Water Pulse, and even Aura Sphere do get that boost with it. And then you have the Choice Specs to be able to add the 50% special attack, and man, you're doing some good damage. And if you end up terrestrializing into Dragon, that Dragon Pulse is going to be even stronger. I was really hoping that we're going to be able to use that a little bit more, but still, at the same time, Clawitzer did a great job, did a lot of really good damage into a lot of Pokemon that you wouldn't expect it to. And thankfully it was a really great mon on this team. And despite the fact that Dialga wasn't fully like hyper trained, it still did a good job too. So again, if you guys want to use the team, the code's over there. You can definitely thank our buddy Swifter for putting this team together. I thought it was a really cool one, so definitely had to feature it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.